Hi, my name is Mary Jessup. I'm a retired teacher, retired businesswoman, now enjoying my third career as speaker and writer. I am a two-time survivor of breast cancer. And your applause is actually for Shanti, because I wouldn't be here if it were not for Shanti.
It's been 40 years and an amazing amount of growth and development, and several generations of human beings have come through as volunteers and staff members.
In San Francisco, Shanti was one of the first community-based organizations to respond to the AIDS crisis.
There was a period in that first decade where, in fact, virtually every person who had AIDS in this city had some contact with Shanti. The core idea was that you could train regular folks in some basic counseling skills, peer counseling skills, and those folks could provide invaluable support.
Don't try to fix my problems. Don't tell me what the solution is. Just say, I'm with you, I understand, that's a bummer, I'm here for you.
When you start treating them this way, this compassionate way, not giving advice, not being judgmental, people respond.
And Shanti has done that from its start back in 1974 with cancer, with HIV, and now also with breast cancer.
It is one of those things with volunteers that they often come back to us and say, I'm not sure what my client is getting out of this, but I feel like I'm the biggest winner in all of this. Is that okay?
I was the first Shanti volunteer. I had the very first client. It was somebody, a man who's still in this city, who had a neurological disorder called Guillain-Barré disease, which was a gradual paralysis. And I realized that people were treating him in large measure as an object, that he wasn't really there anymore as a human being. And I realized that I was the difference between 0 and 1. The difference between having one person there who could meet from the heart with somebody who was really suffering, and having nobody there, that difference, the difference between 0 and 1, was the biggest difference of all.
Organizations like Shanti can sustain themselves, but they can't sustain themselves without help from the community and from individuals.
Shanti really does so much with relatively so little, and that's because of the human capital.
And we don't have deep pockets.
If we can grow our financial base and get even healthier than we already are, I think the sky's the limit for us.
There is a Shanti client around the corner from you, no matter where you live in the city.
It's not their fault, they're unfortunate. It's not, it's just really the right place, the right time, or the wrong place at the wrong time. And it's not their doing. And so I think it's my responsibility and those like me to really step up, and Shanti's one of those places where you can really do that.
If you want to get more out of an experience than you ever imagined, if you want to learn more about yourself and what really matters in life, Shanti is an excellent place to go.
Well, I would say that everyone should have an experience of being of service to another human being.
Don't let your life go by without availing yourself of an opportunity to provide this kind of from-the-heart service.
That's really why I think I'm here, because people need us to help.
We're looking forward to a future where we expand our scope of services to include, other life-threatening illnesses.
This is a legacy beyond anything I could have dreamed of. The old question I used to be asked was, how do you know that this is worthwhile? How do you know that makes a difference? Well, I've got all the proof I need. Ask any of the patients whether this was useful. And when they say things like, here's my situation, I could never have made it without my Shanti person. I could never have made it. The pride that I feel when I read those stories is hard to describe.
I recall, I think a month ago, Lily and I were in the lobby of the building, and a woman came in, and she hugged Lily, and she said to me, "She's kept me alive." And I thought, oh, how fortunate for that woman, how fortunate for me. She did say, "I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Lily." I think that's the supreme compliment for Shanti.